Welcome to part 2 of Stacy and Brady's inaugural Amtrak trip. This portion will take us from St. Louis to Cleveland with a transfer in Chicago. First, we are on the Lincoln service, which runs about 5 hours to Chicago. If all goes as scheduled, we have 1 hour to transfer to the Lakeshore Limited, where we have a roomette for the overnight ride to Cleveland. We got to St. Louis Gateway Station about 45 minutes early and got in line. Side note, although we were about 5th in line, it was pointless because the station is arranged so that you have to get out of line to use the elevators, and when you get down on the other side of the platform, you're completely out of line. So if you have a lot of luggage, stroller, wheelchair, etc., this can be a hassle. I personally think they need a better system here. Luckily, one good Samaritan recognized us from the front of the line and allowed us back in. Once we were on board and stowed our luggage, the same bundle minus the stroller, we looked for 2 seats together, but couldn't find any, despite walking up and down 2 cars twice. I found the conductor and explained the situation, saying I wasn't going to be seating my 4-year-old by himself, obviously. He said he'd moved someone and did his own walkthrough, but his luck must not have been any better because he moved us to business class. Yay for the upgrade, nay for the lack of conductor respect. This would be a theme throughout this ride.
This is the Lincoln service. Brady's enjoying his afternoon snack. And there's me.
This train seemed to be mostly a commuter route between the 2 cities. It was quite crowded, and a conductor had to tell several people to make the seats next to them available. He even had one woman refusing to move her bag up from the seat next to her and threatened to kick her off the train unless she did so. Meanwhile, we liked our seats, which had plenty of room to stretch out, and the cafe car was right in front of us, which had a decent amount of snacks and drinks for this portion of our journey. Thanks to a southbound Texas Eagle that had an issue on the tracks, we were delayed into Chicago. Of course, this would happen the one time I have to transfer. Sure enough, our arrival into Chicago was a cluster. It took me 2 trips to get my luggage off the train, and I had difficulty hanging on to Brady as people were shoving us as we made our way down the platform. There was one attendant at the end who pointed me to the main departure lounge where the Lakeshore Limited was to board. I had wanted to check my luggage once we got inside, but no one was staffing the baggage claim desk nor the information desk. Once we calmed down and got on our way, we made our way down to the dining car, which was just in front of ours. They still had the less desirable flex menu on this route, but since it was pretty late, we just needed a quick snack and drink for the night.
So this is the Roomette on the Viewliner. A little cramped, but it works. Nice thing is that it has a sink and toilet that also function as your steps to the bunk bed here. All your instructions are already down there. Right there. The sink folds down. One kind of bad thing is the water sprays everywhere. Yeah, so good to have those little dish washcloths and stuff handy because you'll be wiping up quite a lot. And then you lift it up and it drains and closes. Like I say, a little cramped here, but here's the bottom bed folded down. Brady's still asleep. We're getting into Cleveland a little bit late. Down here, I don't know if you can see, but there's the trash can, and also they have the toilet paper kind of folded in there. And then there's a little stoop here, which you can see I have my one suitcase kind of crammed on his jacket. Taking the jacket off, there's the temperature control and call button. As other people have said, it doesn't seem to do a heck of a lot. Instead of a closet, they just have a couple hangers there. So I guess the space that you lose in the closet, you gain over by the sink. Windows, open So these curtains stick a lot better though. And then we've got a little mini window there. Oh, there's a room light thing. I hadn't tried that. Oh, there we go. And it turns a little room light on. Hey, who knew? I have the mirror light on right now. So if we step up here, you can see there is a large, like, suitcase bag area up here, which I didn't know. And then up here on this one, this is the one where the beds, the upper bunk has the windows as well. And we are going over, can't see because it's dark, but we are going, I guess we're back on the land. We're just outside Sandusky, I believe. We're running like about an hour late, which at this point I don't care because it gave me a little bit of extra sleep. And then up here, the upper one has, you know, there's a couple light controls there. I think that's the light up there. The little storage thing here and the ropes. Right now, I have my extra bags just kind of sitting up here. There's no real good place to hang the masks, so I just have them kind of on the sink here. I did just find that there's a couple little coat hooks here. So, and then just to give you an idea, floor space is a little bit less with everything folded down than it was in the other room. But again, you're gaining kind of a bathroom in here as well. And you can kind of see the bed's a little bit narrower as well as compared to the one in the Texas Eagle. So it was a little bit harder for us to share a bed. So I waited till he fell asleep and then I climbed up here. And that is this room. Give you another view. Yeah, I still can't really see anything. All right. Here they have the speaker volume lights in here, and then same setup as the other one, except you can actually feel the air coming from these vents, and I think, I haven't been here that long. Oh, you can use this thing to kind of control the power. Fold down table right there. Haven't used it because we got on pretty late and pretty much went straight to bed. Cup holders, and over here is pretty much the same thing that was on above. Just doing a video to show the thickness of these blankets. They're actually pretty snug. I mean, not quite as thick as a heavier throw, but definitely thicker than an airline blanket. I was pretty comfortable with it, and I get cold pretty easily. And pillows are, grab one here, full size. As I said before, about medium thickness, so it should be good for either firm or soft sleepers. And so no real need to bring any extra blankets, although I did just because I was afraid it was going to be like an airline blanket. But they give you 2 of these, 1 for each bed, and I think they're perfectly fine. We were due into Cleveland around 5:30, so I got up early to get us off the train on time. However, when I woke up, we still had about a 2-hour delay, so we were due into Cleveland a little after 7. I never saw the sleeping car attendant again, but my extra luggage did materialize on the sidewalk as we got off. Luckily, it was a very short walk from the train to the parking lot where I had left my car 2 weeks prior. One bonus from taking the train: free parking. So that concludes our inaugural Amtrak train trip. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned while I summarize my personal best tips for traveling on Amtrak.